So you're at the airport, got off your flight, go down to baggage claim, and you're waiting for your bag to come through, and pretty soon here they all come on the carousel and you're trying to figure out which one's yours, and you've got some and other people have some that look like it, so you need to have some way to identify it. A lot of tricks to that. Some people decorate the outside of their luggage. We don't do that. What we've done in the past was we've used what they call flagging tape. We do a lot of that with our nursery. We've got all these different colors of plastic tape. Some of them are quite bright and fluorescent and different designs. And that works most of the time until it gets torn off. Then you're back to scrambling around trying to figure out which one's yours. What you see laying here in front of me, I've got a couple graphics made, and I'll show you how I did this and what I'm using. But here's something a little different in the world of sublimation. This goes around the handle, and these are luggage tags you can sublimate on. We're going to do this coming up. I'm Roger, welcome to the loft above the shop, and as I mentioned at the beginning here, sometimes getting through that baggage claim, especially if you're at a really big airport, and the one down in Cancun, Mexico, is kind of a nightmare for getting your luggage. And I will say that Dallas-Fort Worth can be a challenge too when you're trying to get your luggage back and find it on the carousel and then get through customs and all that kind of stuff. And we do that a few times a year, and it's always kind of a high-stress thing. So we're going to try to make it a little bit easier. I saw these luggage handle wraps right here. They have Velcro on them, and they would fold around your handle like so. And I think it'll be real obvious as they're coming along what we're going to be able to do with them. So a couple of things you're going to have to look at here. One is your sublimation area, and you're going to have to stay away from the Velcro hook. So you're going to, as you put your graphic on, you're going to have to trim it so it just fits in this area. Now on the luggage tag, right here, you can sublimate on both sides. I'm going to be using this design here on one side. Of course, it's bigger than the tag. That way I've got a little bleed over. On the other side, I'm going to be sublimating my name and address and phone number and all that. I know you won't get to see that, but that's going to go on the other side. So obviously you can't do both sides at once. You have to do one side at a time. It's kind of like doing a can koozie. You do one side, let it cool off, get your graphic, put it on the other side, press it, and you're good to go. So what I need to do next is get my stuff prepped here. So I'll take you on the computer here, show you how I do this, how I do this. Won't show you how I did that with the name and address. You can figure that out on your own. So what I need to do next now is get this stuff prepped to press. So to get a file going here, we're going to start out with Inkscape. Open that up. Okay, we're going to be using US letter. Yours may open up a little bit different. I'm going to be working in inches here. So here's our document. Now I need to bring in a graphic. We want to have something bright so that it'd be easy to identify as it comes off that luggage carousel. We'll go to backgrounds. And we'll do some extra large icons so we can view a few things here. That one's kind of bright. Now I want something like this, but not with the big white streak because I know it's going to show dirt. The flag there. Maybe something more like this here. Now let's go with this one here. It's a little bit more colorful. Should be easy to spot. So we'll get that brought in here. See how big it is. Yeah, it's a little bigger than we need. So we need to scale that. And our area we can sublimate on these handles is 4.5 by 4.5. But I'm going to make these 5. And we're going to do it in inches, of course, over here. I gotta go chase after that because I know it's up here in the corner somewhere. There it is. Bring this back over. I should be able to put 2 of these on a sheet. There's one. Copy this. And paste. Grab him, move him over here. Now I don't have to mirror this because it's just a design. I mean, you can mirror it if you wanted to. Move that up there so I got a little room to put my heat tape on. I can do 2 of these at a time. So go up here to File, Print. Okay, I'm going to go down here to more settings because I want to be right here. So Premium Presentation Paper Matte. Quality, high. I want to do a print preview. More options, turn off high speed. Well, we'll mirror this anyway, just to be in the habit. We'll click OK, hit print. Okay, for my luggage tag that's going to go with it, of course, one side will have name and address on it, which I won't show here. But on the back side, I want to put a color graphic. So we're going to stay with the same theme here. So I'm going to import an image here again. We'll get down here to my patriotic ones. I'll bring this one in. Okay, we need to lock that padlock. I need to change the spec to inches. Dimensions of the tag is 4 1/4 wide, 4.25. Makes a 3.3 high, which is bigger than the tag, but that's fine. Now I need to go get this. So right click on that and copy it. Down here, I'm doing a paste. Put him down here. Yeah, if I really wanted to, I get 3 on a page, but I don't think I'm going to push it that far. So that's going to be the back side of the luggage tag. And I'll go through the same process as I did on printing for the luggage handle wraps. Okay, for the luggage tags, this is, I'm going to do 2 on a page here. Pretty simple. I'll just get them set in place here, make sure the graphic covers the entire other side of the tag. Get some heat tape on here. These are kind of thick. I'll have to set my press, which would be fun because it's already on because I was doing something else and it's hot. Oh, there's one all prepped. I'll get the next one prepped. Again, the handle wraps, I am cutting these apart so I can do them individually. Again, I'm making sure that the Velcro hook side, which is over here, is not into the graphic. There's a little bit of overlap right over here where there won't be any color on this very tip here, but that side will be down after we wrap it around the handle. Something you need to look for, and I already lint rolled these, you want to run a lint roller over these because they did have some black lint from the stuff on the back. Something to keep in mind there. We'll get this set so that the Velcro is not on the graphic. And it would help to get the tape on the wrap too, besides the paper. So I'll get the rest of these prepped. Okay, I've got the luggage tags laid on there. And I know you don't have to do a heat press this big, but this one was already heated up and on. I was doing some other projects, so I decided to just do this on there. So I've got both sheets on there, and yes, there's 2 different kinds of sublimation paper, but it's not going to make any difference. So all I need to do now is lay my sheet of paper on top. That's just butcher paper. There's butcher paper underneath that, and then I'll close this up here, and we'll press it. 385 degrees for 60 seconds. Oh, there's one side. So I've got my wraps laid on there. We'll lay a sheet of paper over the top of those. And there's our wraps, and yes, they curl a little bit, but they flatten right back out after they cool off. So now I need to get the other side of my luggage tags prepped. So here we have them. Got the handle wraps here, and the way these work is this wraps around the luggage handle, and Velcro holds it. And I don't want to push this too tight. So I did that earlier, and I never got it back apart because that Velcro really grabs on there. This should make it a little bit easier to spot when it's coming on the baggage carousel. That and the tags here, they're quite colorful. They'll be a little bit easier to spot. And got my name and everything on the other side, name, address, phone number, all that kind of stuff in case something gets lost. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of different things to decorate their bags or try to make them a little bit easier identified. I've seen people use HTV on the cloth-sided bags. However, when I was getting off the plane in Frankfurt, Germany, a few years ago, I saw where somebody had a cloth-sided bag and they got ripped up pretty good. So I'm going to stick with the hard-sided ones. So, okay, where did I get these blanks? You may be able to get these elsewhere. I got these from I got these on Heat Press Nation's website. I was ordering some other blanks. I happened to see this type of thing, and it gave me an idea. We've got another trip coming up here in January, where I'll be going through some major airports on the way to Mexico, and especially in Cancun, it's hard to find your bags because everybody's down there at the same time, pushing and shoving and trying to get, well, if you've been to the major airports, you know what it's like, especially Atlanta. That's really something down there. Denver is an adventure too. So there's a few of them that are a little tougher than others to negotiate. This combination of these two things should make it a little bit easier to see our baggage. And you could also personalize this type of thing. Of course, obviously you personalize a luggage tag, but on the opposite side, you could do pretty much anything you wanted to. You could personalize these handle wraps with names on them, or you could even use a design like this and create a second layer and put a name right over the top of this. These are pretty sturdy. Made in Taiwan, but they seem to be well made and very sturdy. As I said, the Velcro, it really grabs, so once you get it on there and you get it squeezed together, it's not like it's just going to fall off. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. Always helps the channel. I'll try to put links in for Heat Press Nation where I got these two things. I'm not sponsored by them. I bought these. And I will also have links in for some of the other things I used here in this video. I'm Roger in the loft above the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.